Jayden Daniels coming off an unimpressive, as we've discussed before, 10 touchdown, 10 interception season. But we would really need to break down the tape, of course, to see what responsibility goes to him versus wide receiver breakdowns, offensive line breakdowns, and so forth. Arizona State did not have the personnel around him that he had before. And this is a guy that, and I'm not going to pretend to have watched a lot of Arizona State football last year, but I did see him play a lot during his super freshman season of 17 TDs and 2 picks. And he just doesn't seem to have progressed since then. You mentioned the elusiveness, the dynamic playmaking ability, and all of that. This would lead me to believe that Miles Brennan needs to check the other boxes, because Daniels would be the default in regards to, okay, this is a close race. Let's go Daniels, because he can make 3 or 4 plays a game with his legs.
Exactly. And that's, Miles, I saw him make a few escape, some nice plays, but, he was actually touch sacked on a few of those plays. Whether or not in a live game he would have escaped those collapsing pockets or not, who's to say? But all in all, I didn't like how, he was very slow to understand when everything was kind of closing in on him and where to go, where would be the space, where to find the space. Jayden Daniels, it seems like he knows where to find the space. It's just kind of getting all of the timing, getting all of the rhythm, getting all of the speed up to speed, really, of that is the window that looks open, but it's going to close because this guy's going to get off that block. Whereas in the Pac-12, maybe that guy will never get off that block. I'm good. That hole will be there. He will understand that just from the feel of the conference, the feel of the game, the feel of his experience. The SEC, he's going to have to still get to that. But Miles Brennan simply does not have that in his game. He's going to have to get some type of elusiveness in the pocket. He's going to have to find a way to get the ball out of his hands very quick and just maximize that part of his game and just focus on purely out passing Jayden Daniels. But really, like you said, Mark, if I'm the coach, if it comes down to it, and this is neck and neck, and Jayden Daniels is putting Miles Brennan's passing arm at least up against the wall, competing for that spot every rep with his passing arm as well as his legs, you might want to go default with Jayden Daniels there, like you said. But there's Walker Howard. He's looked great as well. I get that he's a freshman. I understand he's a year away realistically, but he's got it, Mark. He's so damn good. I mean, he's just so sharp throughout. And as far as pure quarterback talent at LSU, he might be the best on the roster right now. I forget about the age. I have to put that in, because Walker, what I've seen from him, dealing with an injury to his thumb, it's just pretty stellar.
And your point line's well taken about the NFL talent in the SEC versus the Pac-12. Are there NFL players in the Pac-12? Absolutely. Are there going to be monster players in the Pac-12 that move on to the NFL? It's about quantity. It's about facing an Alabama, Texas A&M kind of defense and being like, everybody out here is playing in the NFL. And about 4 or 5 of them are going to be premium players in the NFL versus, okay, we're playing Utah. 4 or 5 of these guys are going to play in the NFL, and like 1 or 2 are going to be studs. It's just all about the mass volume of ridiculous talent, of course, in that conference.